thing that concerns me is some of our employment process. If Jeff has indeed promised something to an employee that can't be delivered, I don't understand the employment process and how it possibly differs from private industry, but that would be a huge lawsuit in the private world.
There is no. The city council hires and fires. Period. Whether Jeff promises somebody, or I promise somebody, or a council member promises somebody,
we have the luxury to say no.
you can't. They can't be bound by that. So if the motion is to not proceed, he can get all as upset as he wants to. He can file lawsuits against Jeff, against the city. I don't think that he would prevail. Terry, you could, the council's the one who makes the decision.
That's correct.
He may be relying on what someone he thinks has the authority to do, but that's just not the way it is legally. The only other alternative is to have a city manager, which you don't have. They have a hiring and firing capability.
And I guess, personally, I would hope that we would at least take the advice of the people that we hire. I understand where you're coming from, Vern. I would like to see a lot of the same information that you want to see. And there will be some kind of a justification before any part-time position is brought up. We have a great group of guys, and I guess nobody's questioning that, Jeff, Dave. Nobody questions the work you guys do. I don't think. At least I don't. I just think that I understand where Vern is coming from with wanting to see some justification, because everybody's having to tighten their belts. You've got one of the biggest budgets, so you're one of the biggest targets. That's part of it. So, but
I also agree that we need what you're saying. I think we need one for all departments. I don't think we need it for just public works. I think all departments need to have a structure and a plan. But I'm not sure that this is going to upset that. I don't understand, I guess.
I'll have it to you before the end of the year. How's that?
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, then off with my head.
Go ahead, Kathy.
I just want to point out that when Jeff was here and he was asking for Dave Howe to be hired as a part-time person, the discussion at that time was that we would be planning for the transition of Doug's retirement. It was that's in the minutes even, that we were thinking about planning for changes within the department when someone retires, and that it would be great to have Dave Howe on board part-time because he was licensed and had all the history and had all the knowledge of how to do things. So that shouldn't be a foreign idea to you to move him into a full-time position, because when he was hired, that was discussed at the time and certainly implied that he would be a logical candidate for that.
Call the question. All in favor of the motion, say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
Motion passes. Mr. Buckey opposed.